Good afternoon. Welcome to field number 2 here at the Palmasola Softball Complex. It's day number 5 of the Florida Gulf Coast League 2025. And we have the first of 2 games here today on field number 2 featuring the Sarasota Circus and the Lakewood Ranch Rodeo. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon. This was scheduled to be the second of 3 games, but heavy rains overnight made the fields unplayable for our morning matchup, so that matchup between the Skeeters and the Pioneers has been postponed. So now we'll have 2 games, starting with the Rodeo and the Circus, after a diligent effort by the staff here at Palmasola as well as the FGCL staff. The field is ready to go for this matchup. Here is the starting lineup for the Sarasota Circus. They're 1-3 on the year under head coach Katie Kistler, on a 1-game losing streak after dropping a game yesterday to the Squeeze 8-0. Leading things off is Lauren Fox, the second baseman. Katie McQuillan, center field, batting second. Taylor Davidson catching, batting third. Caroline Johnson, designated player, bats fourth. Sammy Zelenka, first baseman, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Maddie Dodig, the third baseman. Peyton Bragg, shortstop, batting seventh. Thea Zelenka, right field, batting eighth. Sophia Anderson, left field, batting ninth. And Riley Simpson, the starting pitcher, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Rodeo, the right-handed freshman out of Longwood, Sadie Armstrong. Armstrong looks in, and here comes the first pitch to Lauren Fox. Went too far around for strike 1. Armstrong making her second appearance for the Rodeo this year. Went 4 innings, her first time out, giving up 5 runs, 3 earned for a 5.25 ERA, 4 hits, 3 Ks, and 2 walks. She does not have a record. Facing Lauren Fox to start things off. Fox 1 for 8 with a run scored and 3 walks here in FGCL play. Counts even up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The defensive alignment for the Rodeo: Pinner in left, Monaco in center, Shivert in right, Ross at third, Taylor at short. That one's fouled away. Herber at second, DeLong at first, with Jordan behind the plate, catching Armstrong, Velasquez, and Diaz, the DPs and extra hitters. The Rodeo coming off a 2-1 win over the Slice yesterday. That one floats in too low, and the count's full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 87 degrees at first pitch, partly cloudy skies. The humidity is up. Not much of a breeze. Payoff pitch. Low for ball 4, and that's a leadoff walk drawn by Lauren Fox to start things off for the Circus. She'll bring up the center fielder, Candy McQuillan. McQuillan 0 for 8 with 2 runs scored and a walk so far here in the FGCL through 4 games. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Fox there on first. That one's fouled away. No balls and 2 strikes. Over on field 1, the River Mocs and the Impact game, scheduled for 9:30 this morning, postponed. The Aquanauts taking on the Finns currently. Let's keep you up to date as that one continues, as that one's fouled away. And then the 2:30 matchups today, you have the Sea Cows and the Slice over on field 1. And here on field 2, it'll be a battle of 2 of the 3 unbeatens remaining in the league. The Queens taking on the Squeeze. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Down on strikes is McQuillan, and there's one away here in the first. I'll bring up Taylor Davidson. In the circle for the Rodeo as a team this year, they have a 5.38 ERA, allowed 24 runs, 20 earned, and have a 169 whip as the first pitch fouled away for strike 1 by Taylor Davidson. Davidson 1 for 7 with an RBI and a walk through 4 games here in the FGCL. As a team, the Circus entered today's game with a .206 batting average. They've scored 14 runs and have a .301 OBP. Two balls and a strike, one out, runner on first. Just underway here in the top of the first inning between the Circus and the Rodeo. These two teams enter today in a log jam at 1-3, along with the Impact, the River Mocs, and the Skeeters. That's outside for a ball. Taking off is Fox. She will steal second. The count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. For Fox, her first stolen base here in the league. That one's high and away for ball 4. So the second walk of the inning now puts runners on first and second with nobody out, or excuse me, 1 out for the designated player, Caroline Johnson. First pitch is a called strike. Johnson 2 of 6 on the season with a run scored and an RBI, has a double. Swings and misses there, no balls and 2 strikes. Waits on the off speed, takes it to center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Monaco has it and shoots it home with a great throw and keeps Fox at third, but now the bases are loaded on the first base hit of the ball game for the Circus. So bases loaded, 1 out for the first baseman, Sammy Zelinka. First pitch, inside for ball 1. Zelinka batting .250, 2 of 8, with a run scored, 2 runs driven in with a walk. Fouls that one off of her foot. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball through for a base hit. That's going to get up into center field. 1 run will score. Here comes the second. She will score as well. And a 2 RBI bases loaded single for Sammy Zelinka gives the Circus the 1-0 lead. Zelinka's ground ball went right through the legs of Armstrong and brought in 2. First pitch to Maddie Dodiggs, a fly ball to left. There to make the catch is Pinner for the second out of the inning. Now 2 out. Runners on first and second for the shortstop, Peyton Bragg. First pitch to her is a called strike. Bragg 1 for 8 with 2 runs scored on the year and a couple of walks. 300 OBP. Grounds this one slowly to short. Charging in is Taylor. She'll have to hurry the throws in time for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Circus get on the board first here in the top of the first inning. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played a half inning. Circus 2, Rodeo coming to bat. This is the FGCL. Two 2-0 Circus as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Here is the starting lineup for the Lakewood Ranch Rodeo. 1-3 entering today's game under head coach Allie Lindenham. Leading things off at second baseman Cash Herber. Daniela Monaco, center field batting second. Carly Penner, left field, batting third. Batting fourth is Lily Shivert, right fielder. Randy DeLong, first base, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Grace Taylor, the shortstop. Elena Ross, third base, batting seventh. Sierra Diaz, extra hitter, batting eighth. Batting ninth is Elena Velasquez, a designated player, and Hope Jordan, the catcher, will bat 10th. They're facing in the circle for the Circus, a left-handed incoming freshman on her way to Ochita Baptist, Riley Stinson. Herber steps in, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Herber on the year, 1 for 8, has a double and a walk. Fouls that one away. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the circle on the season here in FGCL play for Sadie Armstrong, for Riley Stinson. This is her 4th appearance for the Circus. She's gone 11 in the third innings with an 0-2 record, 17 runs allowed, all of them earned. 10.50 ERA, 12 hits, no strikeouts, and 10 walks. A 194 whip. The 3-1. Herber bunts and misses that one, and the count is full, 3-2. Defensively for the Circus, Anderson in left, McQuillan in center, Salinka in right, Dodig at third, Bragg at short, Fox at second, Salinka at first, and Davidson catching, Johnson the DP. Payoff pitch. Right in there for a called strike 3. First strikeout of the season for Stinson starts things off here in the first, which will bring up the center fielder, Daniela Monaco. Entering play today, the Circus team ERA of 5.93. They've given up 28 runs, 24 earned. They've struck out 22 and walked 19. Monaco 0 for 8 with an RBI, with a walk and a hit by pitch. In league play, that's a ground ball to second, ranging over to her left to make the stop in the throw is Fox. And there's 2 away. Entering play today for the Rodeo at the plate, a 184 average. They've scored 8 runs with 24 strikeouts and 14 walks and a team OBP of 304. So 2 out, nobody on now for the left fielder, Carly Pinner. Fouls that first pitch away for strike 1. Pinner batting .500, 4 of 8 so far here in the league play with a run scored. All hits have been singles, and she's walked 3 times. 636 OBP for Pinner, who's been in the leadoff for the most part for the Rodeo, moving down to the 3-hole here today. Bowls in, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on. Circus with the 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. First of 2 here on field 2 today. That one's taken to left center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And the hot FGCL continues for Carly Pinner. 2-out single keeps the inning alive here in the first. For the right fielder, Lily Shivert. Shivert batting .400, 4 of 10, 2 runs scored, 2 runs driven in with a double, and 2 walks. A .500 OBP. First pitch misses for ball 1. Runner goes, and it was a perfect pitch to run on. Pinner with her 6th stolen base of the season is down in scoring position. 2 balls and no strikes. Three, no, the count now. There's a strike on the inside corner. That one comes in and that hits her. So now runners on first and second with 2 outs for Randy DeLong. DeLong batting .333 on the year, 3 of 9 with a run scored and a run driven in. Has 3 walks and a .500 OBP. First pitch just misses inside for ball 1. And that one is taken into center field off of the second baseman's glove. 1-1 will come in to score. An RBI single for Randy DeLong. Cuts the lead in half. It's now 2-1 Circus. Fox couldn't get in front of it. Now, after meeting in the circle, Grace Taylor will be the batter. 2-1 Circus. But all with 2 outs, the Rodeo have scored a run, and now they have runners on the corners for Taylor. First pitch. Low for ball one. Taylor 0 for 7 with a run scored, 2 walks and hit by pitch. Called strike at the knees, 2-1. Taylor takes that fair down the left field line. Coming in to score with the RBI is Shivert, and we're tied up at 2. Long stayed at second, so the RBI single for Taylor ties things up. Elena Ross now the batter. First pitch to her. Floats in for a called strike. Ross 1 for 10 in the league with an RBI. Swings and misses there. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Bounces in. Davison covers it up. 1-2. Ross skies this one to center. Quillen calls everyone off. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Rodeo answer back from the Circus' 2 in the top of the first with 2 of their own here in the home half. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played an inning, tied up at 2. This is the FGCL. Two as we start the top of the second inning. The first pitch is high to Via Zelinka for ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. Zelenka, 3 of 8. The run scored in an RBI. And the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Defensive changes for the Rodeo this inning. Velasquez now over at third, Ross at first, and Mercado, the new right fielder. Counts full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sadie Armstrong back out for her second inning of work for the Rodeo, a freshman in 2025 at Longwood from Portland, Maine. She's a Gatorade Player of the Year state finalist in Maine for her senior year of high school. That one's lined to right, and that's going to be cut off just before it gets past her by Mercado to keep Zelenka to a single, but a leadoff base hit for Fia Zelenka. Starts things off for the Circus here in the second. In the circle for Longwood this past year, Armstrong had a 7 ERA in 3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts, a 1-0 record. Sophie Anderson had squared around the bunt, pulled it back, and the wild pitch will move the runner to second. Anderson, 2 of 8, with a run scored and a walk here in the FGCL. And back-to-back wild pitches puts a runner now on third. Called strike, 2-1. Swung on a miss. The count's full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update over on Field 1. They're going to the bottom of the second. They're tied up at 2 between the Aquanauts and the Finns. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Anderson tried to hold off on that slap, but went too far around, and there's one away. Brings up the pitcher, Riley Stinson. One out runner on third, the first pitch. Swung on a miss, 4 strike 1. Stinson 0 for 3 with a walk. One ball, 1 strike. Grounded foul, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two is a soft roller to short. The throw will be made by Taylor in time, but coming in to score is Zelenka on the RBI groundout, and it's now 3-2 Circus. Now 2 out, nobody on. Back to top of the order, Lauren Fox. Fox lines it to third. Velasquez is there to make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. The Circus take the lead back here in the in the top of the second inning with 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. We move to the bottom of the second, 3-2, Circus with the lead. This is the FGCL. Three-two, Circus with the lead as we move to the bottom of the second. Diaz, Velasquez, and Jordan due up. Riley Stinson back out now for her second inning of work. Sierra Diaz steps in. The first pitch to her is high for ball one. Diaz 1 for 8. Up in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Stinson out of Mansfield Legacy High School in Mansfield, Texas, heading to Wichita Baptist as a freshman in 2026. That ball bounces in for ball 4, and leadoff walk starts things off for the Rodeo here in the bottom of the second. Brings up Alana Velasquez. Velasquez 1 of 5 with a run scored. A walk and hit by pitch here in the first week of FGCL play. First pitch fouled off for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Right in there for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off on a check swing. On a hit and run. Do it again, no balls and 2 strikes. Circus lost to the Squeeze yesterday here on field 2, 8-0 in 6 innings in one of those games that was close, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. And missed outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rodeo got their first win of the season yesterday with a 2-1 win over the Slice. Game that ended on a fly ball double play. sliced it. Brought the winning runs to the plate in the 7th inning. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. And the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is sky high to short. Underneath it to make the catch is Bragg for the first out of the inning. So 1 out now, runner on first for the catcher, Hope Jordan. Jordan 2 of 10 in FGCL play with a run scored and a run driven in on a solo homer. First pitch is a called strike. That one comes in high, and taking off and stealing second with a stolen base is Diaz. Two one is foul. It's past Rodeo head coach Allie Lindenham. There she is in the third base coaching box. Two drops too low, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff in the dirt for ball 4. Jordan draws the walk, putting runners out on first and second with 1 out. And we go back to the top of the order and Cash Herber. Herber's 0 for 1, struck out her first time. First pitch is high for ball 1. Herber, a redshirt freshman in 2025 at Northwestern State, where she transferred from Pittsburgh State, originally from Stillwater, Oklahoma. For the Demons this past year, batted .140 with 5 RBIs, a double, a triple, and 9 runs scored. Rodeo trying to answer back after the Circus scored a run in the top of the second to take the 3-2 lead. They have 2 on, 1 out. 1-0 pitch. It's a ground ball to second. They'll throw to second for 1. Won't be able to turn the double play, but does split the runners. There's now 2 away. So Diaz the third, Herber now on first. For the center fielder, Daniela Monaco. She's 0 for 1, grounded out her first time. First pitch is high, and Herbert trying to get caught up in a rundown on a steal, but Circus not interested. So the stolen base for Cash Herbert. This runner's now on second and third. That bunt is down, and there will be no play other than keeping Diaz on third. So that'll be an infield single for Monaco to load the bases with 2 outs. It was a really good bunt, but unfortunately down the third base line, and Diaz didn't want to chance it. So now the bases are loaded for Carly Pinner, probably the hottest hitter for the Rodeo. First pitch is grounded to second. Fox is there. She makes a stop in the throw, and the Circus get out of it here in the second. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 3 left. We played 2. It's now Circus 3, Rodeo 2. This is the FGCL. First pitch swung on and missed by Kenny McQuillan as we open up the 3rd inning. McQuillan struck out her first time. Circus trying to add to their 3-2 lead. The defense now for the Rodeo. Powers in left, Pinner in center, Mercado in right, Velasquez at third, Herbert at short, Diaz at second, DeLong at first with Jordan catching. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on McQuillan.
Keep your head in there, kid. Keep your head in. Get all the way in, Ken.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. McQuillan down on strikes for the 2nd time today, and there's 1 gone. That brings up the catcher, Taylor Davidson. Sophomore in 2025 at Syracuse. Was 3 of 17 for the Orange this year. Batted 176 with 3 RBIs, a homer, and 5 runs driven in. Spring Grove, Illinois native. Big Cubs fan, as we talked before the game here today. Joined showing it's been a fun season so far for the Northsiders. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one is just foul to the left of the third base bag. Had that clipped that third base bag, that would have been extra bases for Davidson. Instead, the count's how he went up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Just misses. And the count is full, 3-2. Payoff. That one's lined to third, snagged by Velasquez for the second out of the inning. Hit right on the screws by Davidson, but a nice catch at the hot corner, and there's 2 gone. They'll bring up Caroline Johnson. She singled her first time. First pitch right in there for a called strike. Redshirt sophomore in 2025 at Queens. Johnson in the transfer portal. Fouls that one away. No balls and 2 strikes. From Clemens, North Carolina. For Queens this past year, batted .250 with 10 RBIs, a couple of doubles, and 2 runs scored. One ball, 2 strikes. That ball's to third. Velasquez makes a stop in the throw for out number 3, and the Circus, for the first time today, go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We move to the home half of the third, 3-2, Circus with the lead. This is the FGCL. Three-two Circus as we move to the home half of the third inning. Due up for the Rodeo here in the third. It'll be Shivert, DeLong, and Taylor. Riley Simpson back out for her third inning work in the circle for the Circus, and the first pitch is high for ball 1 to Lee Shivert, who was hit by a pitch and scored in the first inning. balls and a strike. Shivert, the sophomore at Delaware in 2025 and is now in the transfer portal. From Leesburg, Virginia. Batted .224 for the Blue Hens with 6 RBIs, a homer, and 2 doubles, 6 runs scored. And missed outside for ball 4. Leadoff walk by Shivert starts things off here in the third as the Rodeo trail at 3-2. And Randy DeLong will bat. She had an RBI single her first time. First of back-to-back RBI singles in the home half of the first for the Rodeo. And that pitch comes in high for ball 1. DeLong, 2025 freshman at Walters State Community College. That one's low, taking off and stealing second. Ahead of the throw is Shivert. Shivert with the stolen base. Puts her in scoring position with nobody out. 2-0 is low, 3 balls and no strikes. At Walters State this past year, DeLong batted .453 with a .521 OBP. 59 runs driven in, 12 homers, a triple, and 9 doubles. Scored 37 runs. Great season for Walters. Long swings at this one in foul ground, and it will fall foul down the left field line. 3 balls and a strike. It's a little outside for ball 4, or down. The Rodeo have runners on first and second with nobody out on back-to-back walks. For Grace Taylor, who had an RBI single her first time. Taylor, a freshman in 2025 at Appalachian State in the transfer portal. Call strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's hammered up the middle for a base hit. Staying at third is Shivert, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out here in the third inning. Brings up Elena Ross. She is 0 for 1 with a fly out. Bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch just misses for ball 1. It's foul, tipped in glove, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ross also from Walters State, a freshman in 2025 from New Bremen, Ohio. She batted .441 for Walters with 62 RBIs, .500 OPP with 21 homers. Big RBI chance here for the Rodeo as the Circus clinging to the 1-run lead. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a ground ball. That's stopped. The tag will be applied at third by Dodig. We have no other play, so coming in to score on the fielder's choice is Shivert, and we're now tied up at 3. Sierra Diaz, the batter. She walked in the second inning. Foul ground, right-hand side. It will fall foul.
Nice try, Coach. It was close. He's not bumping. One ball, 1 strike.
It comes in high, 2 balls and a strike. Diaz, a freshman at FIU in 2025, entered the transfer portal and is headed to Berry College. It's fouled off. Scored 11 runs for the Panthers this year.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Play.
A little outside, the count's now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Grounded to third. Dodig has it. Will apply the tag. And back-to-back 5 unassisteds. And there's now 2 away. So Diaz now on first. Ross on second. Taylor is retired. And Atlanta Velasquez will be the batter. 0 for 1. Popped it up her first time. First pitch is a called strike. Velasquez, a sophomore in 2025 at Northern Illinois. Takes that one high, 1 ball, 1 strike. From Pembroke Pines, Florida. Was 1 for 6 at the plate with 2 RBIs and 6 runs scored for the Huskies this past year. Takes this one and foul ground, right-hand side, and unable to track it down is Zelenka. Count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on first and second. We're tied up at 3 as we play here in the home half of the third. High, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Off on the payoff, Moody in 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ross stands on second. Diaz on first. Off back-to-back fielder's choices. That one bounces in for ball 4. Now the bases are loaded. Oh, Jordan will be the batter. She walked her first time. Stinson looks in. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt for ball 1. Jordan from right here in Bradenton. Incoming freshman heading to the College of Central Florida in 2026. Big RBI chance here. The bases loaded, 2 outs. Tie ball game. Stinson here, the 20th batter she's faced, showing signs of fatigue. She just threw her 80th pitch of the game. The 2-0. Again bounces in, 3 balls, no strikes. Some dirt bounced up in Davidson's eye. Davidson used a towel here, tried to clear the dirt. It was off of the ground, not the clump like we saw at the Women's College World Series. Davidson back behind the plate now. She's tough.
It is 3-0? Okay. You got 3-0. You're correct. No strike.
The 3-0 pitch is fouled away. Count moves to 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Fly ball to right center field. Now calling everyone off is Zelinka. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side, and the damage is limited by the Circus here in the 3rd. But the Rodeo tie things up as they get 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and 3 left. They leave the bases loaded for the 2nd straight inning. We've played 3. Scores 3-3. This is the FTCL.
here we go. Let's put.
Sammy Zelenka leading things off here in the fourth. Circus and the Rodeo tied up at 3. The first pitch misses for ball 1. Zelenka, 2 RBI single, her first time up. Sadie Armstrong back out for her third inning of work. In 3 innings, she's given up 3 runs, all earned, 3 hits. Walked 2, struck out 3. She's down the count, 3 balls and no strikes to Sammy Zelenka. Zelenka, the softball playing Zelenkas, draws the leadoff walk. They'll bring up Maddie Dodig, third baseman. Had a fly out her first time. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Dodig, a sophomore in Binghamton in 2025. Second team all-conference after being on the all-rookie team in 2024 for the American East. Batted .325 for Binghamton with 24 RBIs, 4 homers, a triple, 7 doubles, and 21 runs driven in. 402 OBP for the Bearcats. And that one's taken to right, and that's going to be just foul. Would have been extra bases and possibly a run scoring double for Dodig had that been fair, but it was just foul. Well outside and taking off and stealing second is Zelenka. Counts now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes with the runner in scoring position. Now the payoff pitch to Dodig. Foul back. Coming up next here on field 2, it'll be the Queens and the Squeeze, scheduled for a 2:30 first pitch, or about 30 minutes following the conclusion of this one. That one's to the backstop. Pitch puts the runner now on third, and the walk will put Dodig on to first.
Yeah. No, sorry about that. Like the wind blew it, so that counts, right? Yeah, if that line's straight.
Now runners on the corners with nobody out for Peyton Bragg. As the Circus try to grab the lead back. Rodeo tied things up in the bottom of the third. Bragg's 0 for 1. First pitch is inside for ball 1, and stealing second without a throw is Dodig. Bragg, a Oklahoma Baptist product, a freshman in 2025, from Lake Dallas, Texas. For Oklahoma Baptist this past year, she batted .227, 5 of 22 with 4 RBIs, a double, and 10 runs scored. Fouls that one away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
out away. Count remains 1-2 strikes. One of the biggest stories of the game so far has been runners left on base. The Circus have only left on 2, whereas the Rodeo in 3 innings have left 8 on base. Bases loaded twice in the last 2 innings, as that one's fouled back. So good situational pitching by the Circus. And Riley Simpson threw 3. Inside, 2-2 strikes. Ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit in the left field. Bring home Zelinka. And the RBI single by Peyton Bragg puts the Circus back on top. It's 4-3. So Zelinka scores. Dodig is safe at third. The ball that just got past both Ross and Herber in the 5-6 hole. They'll bring up via Zelinka. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. Runners remain on the corners. Squared around the bunt, and the ball gets away, and safe at home on the wild pitch. And Armstrong was slow reacting because of the close play at home. And it's now 5-3. With the runner on third on a wild pitch. That one's fouled off. The 3-1 is high for ball 4. Got to the backstop, but the runner will stay at third. For the Circus. Now we have an out on the base paths. Circus tried to create a little bit something extra there off the wild pitch on ball 4, but results in the runner being tagged out from third. One out with a runner on second. First pitch is a called strike to Sophia Anderson. Bunt is popped up, but it will fall foul. No balls and 2 strikes.
Strike.
Anderson, a freshman at UC Davis from Oakton, Virginia. Scored 4 runs for Davis this past year in the freshman season. Slaps this one back to the pitcher. Throw is going to be in time from Armstrong to get her at first. Zelinka moves to third, and there's now 2 away. So now 2 outs. Runner at third for Riley Simpson. RBI ground out her first time. The first pitch is in there for a strike. Swung on and missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes now. 1-2 hits the inside corner for a called strike 3. And that'll do it for the Circus here in the 4th, but Sarasota takes the lead as they get 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 5-3, Circus with the lead. This is the FGCL. Gabby Mercado leading things off for the Rodeo. They trail 5-3 as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Riley Simpson back out now for her 4th inning of work. That one skied to right, ranging back and making the catch is Fia Zelinka for the first out of the inning. Mercado gave it a ride, but Zelinka was able to track it down to make the play, and there's 1 gone. Simpson threw 3 innings. He's given up 3 runs that have all been earned with 5 hits. She's walked 5, she's hit a batter, and she struck out a batter. First pitch, line to second by Daniela Monaco, and there's 2 away. Hard hit ball there by the Rodeo. They've gotten good contact this inning, but 2 nice plays defensively by the Circus, and there's 2 away. So 2 out. Nobody on for the left fielder, Carly Pinner, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. First pitch comes in high for ball 1. Fouled off.
Here you go, Carly Joe. Let's go, baby.
One ball, one strike. Play.
Line, and that's going to be foul.
Oh, I almost did it. Almost changed mine.
That was a long single.
Was that it?
I feel like I saw the chalk. Yeah.
Yeah, the chalk moved on that one too. One ball, two strikes.
Here you go, Carly. Let's go, baby.
Now you sound like the tone of Bigfoot. Ben Greer.
Comes the 1-2.
We have a dead ball.
Pinner takes that one off the shoulder on the hit by pitch. And the Rodeo has a base runner here in the 4th. Second hit batsman of the game for Stinson. I'll bring up Lily Scheibert, who does not have official at bat so far today. In 2 plate appearances, she's been hit by a pitch, she's walked, and she scored twice. First pitch is fouled away for strike 1.
Yellow, here we go. That's well.
Runner goes on the hit and run. Bragg makes the stop. Will throw to second for the out. And they are going to challenge that one, are the Rodeo. I'll be right back. So after the overturn of the play at first, fielder's choice was runners on first and second with 2 outs for Randy DeLong. First pitch, ground ball to third, and stepping on the bag is Dodig for out number 3 to retire the side. So the Rodeo leave another runner on here in the 4th, a couple actually. Rodeo, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played 4. It's 5-3 Circus. This is the FGCL. Lauren Fox leading things off. Facing a new pitcher in the circle for the rodeo.
First pitch misses for ball one. Several changes for the rodeo. Elena Roush now pitching for the rodeo as that one's lined to third, and the first out is recorded by Roush. Here in the fifth. Sadie Armstrong went 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs that were all earned. She walked 5. As that one is taken to right field, and that's going to be a fair ball just to the left of the foul line down the right field line, and a double for Kenny McQuillan. Circus now have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Armstrong struck out 3 through 4 innings. Defensively down for the rodeo, it's Shivert in left, Monaco in center, Pinner in right. As Taylor Davidson steps in, first pitch to her, swung on and missed for strike 1. Mercado now at third. Taylor back out at short. Diaz at second. Ross at first. With Velasquez catching. No balls and 2 strikes now on Davidson. She's 0 for 1 with a line out, a walk and a run scored. Roush making her 3rd appearance in FGCL play for the rodeo. Called strike 3, and there's 2 away. Entering today, Roush has gone 7 innings with an 0-1 record, 10 runs allowed, 8 earned for an 8 ERA, 11 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 5 walks with .226 whip. First pitch misses for ball 1 to Caroline Johnson. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground and foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul back. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update. They're in the top of the 5th over on field 1. The Aquanauts with a 7-5 lead over the Finns. Fouled away. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Uncounted foul. Count remains 2-2. One hopper to third. Mercado has it. Will throw to first to get the out. And retire the side. Circus get the double front by McQuillan, but can't get anybody in here in the fifth. No runs on a hit, no errors, and one left. We stretch on field 2, 5-3. Circus with the lead. This is the FGCL. Five, 3 Circus as we move to the home half of the fifth. Laying things off for the Rodeo here in the fifth is Grace Taylor, and she's facing a new pitcher. For the Rodeo, Allie Wisniewski enters the game, replacing Riley Stinson. Heading the count 0-1. One ball, one strike. Stinson went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits and 3 runs, all earned, walked 5, struck out 1. He'll be in line for the victory. Circus can hold on here. 2 balls and a strike. Now on Grace Taylor. Several changes out in the field for the Circus as well. That's a fly ball to right. The new right fielder, Anderson, is there. She'll make the catch for out number 1. We have Clark in left, McCullen still in center, Anderson in right. Bragg moves over to third. Fox moves over to short. Zelinka now at second. Hazard at first. And Johnson is now the catcher for the Circus. The first pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Elena Ross. Ross is 0 for 2, had an RBI fielder's choice in the third. Two balls and a strike. balls, 2 strikes down on Ross. Guy to shallow left, charging in, calling everyone off, and making the catch is Clark for out number 2. That's grounded foul for strike 1 by Sierra Diaz. She's 0 for 1 with a walk and a fielder's choice. Foul back, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two, waited on and line to center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. 2-out single by Sierra Diaz. She reaches base for the 3rd time today. And the Rodeo trying to get something going here with 2 outs, down by 2. So we play here in the home half of the 5th. Wanda Velasquez will be the batter, 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch to her is grounded to 3rd, where Bragg is there, makes the throw. Dug out nicely by Hazard for out number 3 to retire the side. For the Rodeo here in the 5th, no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 5. It's 5-3 Circus. This is the FGCL. Sammy Zelenka leading things off for the Circus here in the 6th. They lead at 5-3, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Zelenka's been on base twice. She had a 2 RBI single in the first, walked and scored in the 4th. Now. Over on field 1, they're in the bottom of the 6th, and the Finns hanging with the Aquanauts. It's now 7-6, Santa Maria. Aquanauts trying to remain undefeated on the season. The Finns with just the 1 loss. A battle of the other 2 undefeated teams coming up next here on field 2, the Squeeze and the Queens. Now the payoff pitch. Fouled away. We'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one's gone opposite way to right field. That's down for a base hit. Second hit of the day for Sammy Zelenka. And the Circus have a base runner to start things off here in the 6th. That will bring up Ava Hazard for the first time today. First pitch to her, fouled away for strike 1.
Anyone get that other one that went over the truck? Just want to send in a game ball from your team.
Hazard 1 for 5 here in the FGCL so far. Playing in her 3rd game.
Here we go. Here she go!
The 1-1 pitch is inside, 2-1. Hazard takes that one to left field. On the run, making the catch. For the first out of the inning was Grace Taylor. First pitch to Peyton Bragg is popped up to right. Play is made, and there's 2 away.
First pitch to Caitlin Clark, misses for ball one.
That one swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Clark.
Clark 1 for 7 on the year with a walk.
Swings and misses at strike 3. Got it with a rise, and that'll do it for the Circus here in the 6th inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 5-3, Circus with the lead. This is the FGCL.
Here we go.
5-3, Circus with the lead as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Jordan, Mercado, and Monaco due up. 10-1-2. Allie Wisniewski back out for her 2nd inning of work. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Circus 5 runs on 6 hits. No errors, and they've left 5 on. For the Rodeo, 3 runs on 6 hits. They have not committed an error, and they have left 11 on. Jordan's 0 for 1. She walked back in the 2nd, had a fly out in the 3rd. That's high and away for ball 4.
Leadoff walk for Hope Jordan.
That brings up Gabby Mercado, 0 for 1 with a fly out. First pitch right in there for a called strike. line foul, pass hazard at first. 1-2 the count now. That one's taken to right. Anderson is there. She'll make the catch for the for the first out of the inning. Now 1 out, runner on first. Daniela Monaco steps in. She's 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch bounces in, and Jordan will take second on the wild pitch. That one's lined back up the middle, down for a base hit. Jordan will stay at third. And the single now puts runners on the corners with 1 away for the Rodeo. And will bring the go-ahead run to the plate here in the 6th. The Circus will get together to discuss things before Carly Penner steps in. Penner 1 for 2 on the day. Single and scored back in the first, was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Has a big chance here as the Rodeo have yet another opportunity to cash in. First pitch is high for ball 1, and stealing second without a throw is Monaco. That one's grounded to first. Hazard makes the backhanded stop, steps on the bag, gets the out. The run comes in. It's now 5-4 on the RBI ground out by Carly Penner. Jordan scores, Monaco to third.
And the first pitch to Lee Shivert's outside for ball 1.
Tying run at third base. Shivert 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and scored in the first, walked and scored in the third, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. One 0. Drops in for a strike, 1-1. That's a ground ball. That's going to get through for a base hit, and we're tied. RBI single by Lily Shivert. The Rodeo cash in here in the 6th. It's 5-5. Mandalong now the batter. First pitch is low for ball 1. DeLong 1 for 2, an RBI single in the first, a walk in the third, and a ground out in the fourth. Two-0. DeLong with a fly ball to center field, but McQuillan is there. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Rodeo tie things up here in the 6th as they get 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 6. It's 5-5 between the Circus and the Rodeo. This is the FGCL. Five, Circus and Rodeo as we move to the 7th inning. Sophia Anderson leading things off. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. As the Circus trying to answer back, the Rodeo tied things up with 2 in the home half of the 6th. Elena Roush back out now for her 3rd inning of work. Called strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bounces in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the payoff. High for ball 4.
So a leadoff walk for the Circus. Starts things off here in the 7th. That brings up Allie Wisniewski, getting her first at-bat of the day.
First pitch to her. Right in there for a called strike. Wisniewski, 2 of 8 so far on the year. With a run scored, 3 runs driven in. She has walked once. One comes in high, 2-1. Takes this one and bloops it fair over the first baseman's glove. The throw to second is going to be in time. Nice recovery at first base to get the lead runner after unable to make the catch to start things off. So it got just over her head there at first base for Scheibert.
A nice play. Gets Anderson. There's one gone.
Lauren Fox steps in. The first pitch to her is high and away for ball one. Fox is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Got the foul ball in. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the dirt.
Passes in, 3-1.
Ground ball back to the pitcher. Knocks it down and will not have a play. Rouse tried to make the backhand there, but couldn't come up with it. The infield single for Fox puts runners down on first and second and 1 out.
Katie McQuillan, who's 1 for 3, double back in the 5th. First pitch right in there for a called strike.
Popped up, foul ground. Scheibert ranges back to make the catch for the second out of the inning.
So
2 outs, runner on first for the catcher, Taylor Davidson. 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run scored. First pitch to her is a little low for ball one. Foul back, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and missed. fouled back. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't have any ball cards. One ball, 2 strikes.
That one hits the outside corner for a called strike 3. And that'll do it for the Circus here at the top of the 7th. A huge strikeout by Elena Roush keeps this game tied. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. A chance for the Rodeo to walk it off. It's 5-5. This is the FGCL. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning, tied up at 5. Circus and Rodeo. Grace Taylor leading things off for the Rodeo here in the 7th. Taylor, Ross, and Diaz set to face Allie Wisniewski. First pitch. Taylor's a called strike. Taylor 2 for 3 on the day with a couple of singles and an RBI. That one drops in for a called strike. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 waits on that one and pops it up. It'll be foul over the first base dugout. We'll do it again. No balls and 2 strikes. Taylor fouls that one off. Another 0-2. Taylor lines this to left. That's going to be down for a base hit. A 3 for 4 day for Grace Taylor. And the Rodeo has the winning run now on first base with nobody out here in the 7th. That brings up Elena Ross. 0 for 3 with an RBI fielder's choice back in the third. Inside for ball 1. That one comes in, and that gets her on the left hip, and now the winning run is in scoring position with nobody out for the Rodeo here in the 7th. Brings up Sierra Diaz. She puts down a bunt. Wisniewski will field and throw it away. Coming in to score is Grace Taylor. And that's the ball game. Your final score, Rodeo 6, Circus 5. With the win, the Rodeo improves to 2-3, now on a 2-game win streak, and the Circus fall to 1-4. For the Rodeo here in the 7th, they get 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error with the 2 runners left on base. Rodeo end up with 6 runs on 9 hits, no errors, and they left 13 on base. For the Circus, they get 5 runs on 7 hits. They committed 1 error, and 7 runners were left on. Once again, your final score via the walk-off, Rodeo 6, Circus 5. Coming up next here on Field 2, it's going to be the Queens taking on the Squeeze in a battle of the unbeatens. That one's coming up in approximately 30 minutes. Until then, I'm Tom Canterbury, and this is the FGCL.